So in chapter 983, Yamato was finally revealed with an orchestrated great entrance, where we saw the same move that Yonko Kaido used against Luffy, Thunder Bagua, which immediately dispatched, or to say more appropriately, knocked out ulti of the Flying Six. So the latter half of the chapter was just filled with greatness of awesome choreography and action. But first, Yamato's seemingly one shot to ulti. Here I don't think it's fair to jump to straight conclusions for now because ulti was basically off guard. And I can at least say that if they faced each other on equal grounds, then the results might have been much more different and interesting. And the Thunder Bagua actually seems to be a significant move of Kaido to the point his son actually uses it to quickly dispatch his enemies. So we can for now at least safely assume he is fairly strong, but not more than that. But anyways, the chapter also as well as made a lot of room for speculation for us fans with the topic in hand being who Yamato really is. What are his motivations and aspirations? Is he somewhat connected or inspired from Odin? Or is he trying to carry Odin's wish, that is trying to open the borders of Wano? Which all by the way are some must-know answer type of questions. But today we are not going to discuss about these widely chatted topics because I have come up with a theory of mine about Yamato's possible devil fruit and its power. But before we begin, a disclaimer here that this is just a little fun theory I came up with. So I'm neither trying to state any facts, nor trying to say Yamato surely will have a devil fruit. But I do want to say that I have made my reasonings on this topic, so it's not completely baseless. Finally, let us commence without any further ado. First, to be more broad and clear, let's know the true meaning of Yamato. The individual kanji for Yamato is great and harmony, which when combined becomes great harmony. This is actually fascinating because Kaido's nature is absolutely opposite, that is about absolute destruction and exploitation. See Wano for an example, like how he turned into a living hell. The other proof is he constantly wanting to wage war and destroy the world by creating smile fruits, capturing strong individuals and making them his crew members by breaking their will, forming an alliance with Big Mom, etc. Therefore, it is literally pure opposition of the meaning of Yamato. So the father and son have clashing opposing nature to each other in this regard. Now this actually forms a base for his possible devil fruit, which in my opinion is of course going to be a Zoan devil fruit, and that also is actually quite fascinating and special at the same time. The Zoan type I'm trying to talk about is Ichinemon. Sounds ridiculous, right? But hear me out. Ichinemon was a creature in the medieval literature, basically a mythological creature which actually has somewhat similar appearance to weasels and mongoose. Now, the meaning of this is a mythical Zoan type in case of One Piece. Ichinemon was actually known as the enemy of dragon as they used to brutally kill them. Now let's move on to more details about this mythical creature Ichinemon. The way they used to kill the dragons was by covering themselves in mud or any kind of swamp area, which were perfect for camouflaging themselves from the dragons. When a dragon used to pass by them, they used to jump in one of their nostrils, as they were quite literally smaller than dragons by a big margin. After making their way towards the dragon's nostril, they used to dig deeper into their body, and meanwhile, they were also basically protected from dragon's fire because of the mud they were covered in. Now, they couldn't even hold a candle in terms of the strength against the dragon, but they were successful on killing it, as they were masters of deception, camouflage, and sneak attacks. Also meaning they were left undiscovered by the prey until they were on the move. And this is where it actually gets interesting because it ties back to Yamato also in some capacity in my opinion. As Kaido had to send out all the members of the Tobiropo just to find him, and Black Maria even hinted it to be a formidable task. Now this can be taken as a nuance highlighting Yamato's strength, but still if we spin it in the other direction, then if he has the power of Ichinemon, he can easily deceive people and be left undiscovered. With his power of easily mixing in the environment, more precise to be entitled with the epithet Master of Camouflage. So if that's the case, then it kind of becomes a difficult task to find him because of his devil fruit, rather much than his strength, in my opinion, because the Tobiropo were actually not scared to capture him. So it shouldn't be all about strength. Moving on, let's talk about why it is absolutely fine for Yamato to possibly have a mythical Zoan. First, we know that Kaido's crew is actually based on Zoan types, like he himself is a dragon. The 3 calamities are ancient Zoans. The 3 Tobiropos are dinosaur users, and Husu Sasaki also probably are Zoan users. Similarly, the headliners and gifters are also zones. So Yamato also possibly having a zone is very likely and not entirely impossible. Second, among the Beast Pirates, only 2 characters have mythical zones, one being Kaido's possible dragon fruit, which is actually not confirmed, and Orochi's heavy Nomi model Yamato no Orochi. And the rest are mostly ancient zones. Even King has an ancient type. So Yamato being Kaido's son might have a mythical zone. Third point, the reason it's Ichinemon is because Who's Who has been heavily hinted to probably have a cat-based devil fruit in the recent chapters. So having similar one is very unlikely. And the possibility of a tiger zone is also too clinch and easily speculated, because that term is so popular and well known that it has been speculated for different characters like Luffy and Zoro to have something related to tiger. So having an unimaginable zone and a mythical on top of it is a possibility. Next, it also signifies and ties into Dragon and Ichinemon being enemies, just like Yamato, who allegedly disregards and hates his father as he was readily helping Luffy and waiting his arrival, who is actually one of his father's most resentful enemies. Also, there might be a slight possibility of Yamato being the one to kill Kaido, because in this case it exactly becomes matching as the Ichinemon was also said to kill the dragon. Adding on, there has been a small but very interesting discovery about Yamato's possibly being at Oden's execution. So if he's a fan of Oden, then he's probably resenting his father for killing Oden so brutally. But hey, too much of a speculation here. So let's wait and see how things will be surprising us moving forward. Definitely want to see more of Yamato, especially his personality, inspiration and his powers. I know this Ichinemon devil fruit theory might sound ridiculous, but after seeing Ulti's unexpected devil fruit, I saw a slight possibility in this theory. Also, the series literally has mystical creatures like Phoenix, Dragon, Buddha, 8-headed snake. So this being a slim probability isn't bad in my opinion. And that was the video, guys. If you agree, then do leave a like, and if you have your own speculation on Yamato's possible devil fruit, then do comment down. It would be awesome to know. Finally, subscribe for more future One Piece contents, and I will catch you all in the next video. Thank you.